All right, hello, my dear Ranger friends. They've added a new pet to Guild Wars 2. It is called well, mine's called Chak Norris, but it is a juvenile sky chalk striker. That is a mouthful. It's a chalk though, just like the ones in Heart of Thorns. It is this little guy right here. If you would like to get it, you will need to go to the Sky Watch Archipelago. You can find that here in Secrets of the Obscure. There may be multiple places where it can be found, but I can tell you where I found mine, which is you go to this waypoint, you get onto your sky scale or rental sky scale. You ride on an updraft up to here. There's a normal updraft and then the updraft gizmos that you interact with, which spawns more updrafts and requires a mastery. And then you get up here or port to friend if you don't have the mastery. Up there is a bunch of chalk, including the juvenile ones that you can interact with and tame. Now, if you'll give me just a second, I'll zone in here and I'll show you what they can do. Okay, so we're in the testing room. We've got a golem spawned going over the little bug's abilities. First off, its F3 is Spit Goop. It will make a whole bunch of puddles between it and the target that do damage and also a cripple en route there. The second to last skill is Electrocute, which fires beams in an area. So it will hit the enemy and enemies near that enemy with a laser. And then its main ability just looks like a laser. So if it's just attacking on its own against one target, both of these skills look extremely similar. I will show them now. That was Electrocute, and that was a normal attack. And waiting for it. There's the puddles. Very huge range. Very easy to accidentally hit a million things you weren't intending to. But when you see the vulnerability, you'll know that the Electrocute was the one that was just used. It does more damage than Unleash Energy. And when you see all the puddles, that was Spit Goop. There's like a whole bunch of that stuff. It's kind of a glass cannon as far as its abilities go. It does decent damage for a pet. It stays back at range. It dies pretty easily. It is kind of fragile, akin to like the cat family. Its F2 is a break bar hit. So I'm gonna hit the F2 right now, and it does that. It like waves its hand like it's doing a slap, and a lightning field almost instantly appears around the foe, and they take break bar damage. There is no projectile. It reaches the target extremely quickly and CCs it and the area around it. It's an AoE crowd control, and it leaves the lightning field. And for those that may not know, and I'm gonna do it again right here, pop. The lightning field, most combos in lightning fields are CCs also. So if you've got a bunch of DPS standing in a lightning field, they might be accidentally doing a lot more CCs without really trying to. So that's kind of cool. Let's go into Soul Beast now. If you merge with the pet, your F1 is Electrocute. You choose an area and fire lasers at everyone in that area. The graphic did not show up that time, but that was it. Let me use the take two. Not sure what's going on there. It was working outside this instance. Maybe it's a glitch with the golem. The F2 is the Spit Goop. It is a target. It goes toward your target, not toward your mouse cursor. The Electrocute goes toward your cursor. Spit Goop goes toward the target. I think you might be able to use Spit Goop behind you. Hang on 2 more seconds. It automatically turns you around. So if you're not holding down a movement key to force yourself to face away from it, it will automatically turn you around and fire that in a big line. Might be fun in PvP. It has, if you're a Soul Beast, it has power scaling. It does come with Worldly Impact, very popular in PvP. Spit Goop is a very big range. It can mess with a lot of people because of the cripple in a large area. I'm not sure how powerful Electrocute can get with power scaling, but it might have potential. Again, the main thought is the little guy is fragile. So if you were in PvP in downstate, this guy's not going to get off lick wounds to get you up. He will go downstate very quickly. As far as like how good it is in PvE, I'll let other better Soul Beasts than me or Untamed, crunch the numbers for PvE to see if it is useful there. But it definitely, I think, has a role in solo play and maybe PvP with some power builds. We'll see. But that's where to get it. That's what it does, and maybe that was helpful to one of you.